Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for hanging on with us. My name is Lauren Winsler. I'm with Frost Mortgage, and you are tuned into the fastest moving, most action-packed, most information and content-filled webinar on first-time home purchasing. And the title of this presentation, we've called it Opening the Door to Home Ownership, Buying Your First Home. And there's a ton of great information in here, and I think you're really going to enjoy this. So hang on and hold on to your seats, and we'll get started. So first things first, can everybody hear me? I just want to make sure that the audio is working. If you've ever been on a webinar like this, you know that the audio can sometimes be an issue. I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me before we get rolling. Type it into the chat box. If you're not familiar with GoToWebinar, there is a little box in the corner that allows you to Good day, everybody. My name is Lauren Winsler, and thanks for hanging on with us. You're tuned in to today's webinar on first-time home purchasing. We entitled this webinar Opening the Door to Home Ownership, Buying Your First Home. This is the most action-packed, the most content-filled presentation that you can find on first-time home purchase. We're going to move quickly. I do want to check really quick that everybody can hear me and that they can see my screen. So if you can check into the chat box and let me know if you can see my screen. You should see the title slide that says Opening the Door to Home Ownership, Buying Your First Home, and you should be able to hear me. So I get a few yays and yes, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Great. Thank you very much. So let's get rolling, and thanks for your attention. You're going to want to take some notes, but there'll be some PDFs and replay information available if you're unable to take notes. So real quickly, who am I? My name is Lauren Winsler. I'm the branch manager. I'm a loan originator with Frost Mortgage, primary residential mortgage, and I've dedicated my past 5+ years to helping homeowners and home buyers with their mortgages. I won't get into the long type of introductions that we often do. That gives you some background on who we are and who I am, rather. And we're a boutique lender. We're a direct lender. And our core group here is in the picture, Greg Sr. in the center, and Thomas J. The only folks in our boutique office that are not pictured are Aaron and Sarah. And one other note too, we've got when we get questions that come up, I'm usually unable to monitor the chat box. So if you've got questions, please put them in there as we go, and then we'll compile them at the end. So if I don't immediately recognize your question, just be patient, and we'll get to those questions at the end all at once. And chances are we may address your question as we go. So what do we plan to cover today? We're going to talk a little bit about what is home ownership, why you might want to own your own home, what are the benefits of owning a home, and so on. A lot of those things you may already be familiar with and may already have an opinion on. We're going to talk about the process and preparation for buying a home and qualifying to buy a home. We'll talk a little bit about credit, everybody's favorite or unfavorite topic. We'll talk about qualifying, what it takes, what lenders look at when they qualify you for a mortgage. We'll look at different loan programs that are available for purchasing. And this is, I should put a note here, this is Loan Programs California edition. So if you're watching this webinar from out of state or catching the replay from out of state, there'll be a little bit of content about California-specific loan programs that are just not available outside of California. And then we'll get into the Q&A, as I mentioned.